What's up, guys? Hey, Torin. Kind of got bored and figured I'd see what. Haven't gone live in how many months now? Not really sure how many months it's been since I've gone live. Let me know how well you guys can hear me. Got the mic set up a little different than I normally do today. Hopefully we can actually get some decent sound with this. What's up, guys? Perfect. Yeah, I don't have it as close up as I normally do, so I don't constantly keep hitting it during the live. So, that's perfect. How you guys doing today? Doing pretty good. You always look like you're about to... I assume you mean unalive. What's up, Claxton? Hey, Graceless, who? 120. This is literally the most, I think. This is the 139. I think this is the most I've ever had in a live, honestly. Granted, I don't do lives a lot. Hey, Kiki. Glad you love it. Glad you love the content. So I do most lives as a ask me almost anything. I talk about any type of stuff you guys see in my content. I don't get into a lot of personal stuff. So made some videos calling out dog whistles and suggesting conservatives just say it. Awesome. Thanks. I'm glad you... Oh, always ready for the revolution, Travis. COVID vaccine conspiracy theory. You got to narrow that down because there are so many different conspiracy theories that they've put with that you can't really say that this is the COVID vaccine conspiracy theory. There's just so many. Is it made with aborted fetuses? Is it... There's just a ton. Claxton, is woke a dog whistle at this point? Kind of. I wouldn't say dog whistle. It's more there's something wrong if somebody's using it unironically. So that's more how I would put that. It's not necessarily a dog whistle in the traditional sense, but it's moving in that direction. If somebody says woke and they're not talking about unironic, because I'll use it occasionally as the ironic version of it, then yeah, really starting to think that they're moving towards that dog whistle area. Where did it come from? I'm not an anti-vaxxer or want advice. Honestly, the COVID vaccine conspiracy theories come from the traditional MMR, thank you, MMR vaccine conspiracy theories that were being pushed by people like Jenny McCarthy, Rob Schneider. Interestingly enough, Rob Schneider, the measles, mumps, rubella, MMR. I kept wanting to say MMRA and mRNA, but I'm talking about the original vaccine conspiracy theories that came up due to the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine that was pushed by Andrew Wakefield back in the early 2000s, late 90s. When you saw Jenny McCarthy, Rob Schneider, Jim Carrey, and all them pushing those conspiracy theories, it's the same exact... It's just a shift to the COVID vaccine. Then you add in the QAnon and anti-Semitic conspiracy theories into that, and it kind of just expands. Because that's the main thing of conspiracy theories, is they kind of morph into each other. So if you've never been on one of my lives, you guys are going to start to see one of the reasons why I put so many breaks in my videos is when I mess up words. So you might have to get used to that. It's not something you guys are used to seeing in videos, but it's something that you'll start seeing in my lives. Yes, that's the Andrew Nurse Lady J. That's the Andrew Wakefield study that I was Andrew Wakefield issue that I was talking about previously, where he did the fall study in the Lancet. Hey, J. Paul, how you doing? J. Paul is a good personal friend of mine, one of my first mutuals. But yes, Andrew Wakefield did the study that got published in the Lancet talking about how the MMR, measles, mumps, rubella vaccine caused autism, which pushed that entire thing. But it was come to find out that he just falsified all of that. It's got retracted. He got multiple. What's up, AA Ron? How you doing? Getting a lot of mutuals popping in, so I love it. But where was I going with that? All right, but I think I made the point clear about where the COVID vaccine conspiracy theory started to come from. If it makes, yes, Andrew Wakefield did lose his license as a doctor because of that, because of how bad the MMR vaccine study was. If it was going to... What's up, William? How you doing, brother? If it gave me 5G, then it would be a lot better, because this phone that I have now gets crap signal if I'm not on Wi-Fi. So I would actually accept 5G from the vaccine at this point. But it's not going to happen. Doing pretty good, William. Doing pretty good. I still have a little bit of the leftover from when I got the flu a few weeks ago. It's really like more of the sinus stuff. If you saw the gut, you think I'm a little bigger. What's up, runner? How you doing? Doing pretty good. Kind of. Thanks, Claxton. Appreciate the banana peppers. That's awesome. Junior Smith, why grown men think it's cool to wear nail polish now? Laughing my ass off, Goofy. It's called being able to do whatever the hell I want. So, since I am a grown man, I can put on nail polish if I want to. The fact that you're insecure with your masculinity, that's on you, buddy. Thanks for the roses, too, Blunt. Fighting against racism. Yeah, Dream of Dust, if you want to send that over to like my, send it over to my Instagram, send it over to my Twitter. I think I can get messages now from everybody on TikTok, even if we're not mutuals, but I'm not sure on that. Diving deep into Russian propaganda. Russian propaganda is, and it's not just Russian. We like to call it Russian propaganda, and because they are a big proponent of it. Oh, thank you for the cat paws, and thank you for the roses, J. Paul. But they are a big proponent of propaganda, but they're not the only state who does it. So sometimes we falsely label something Russian propaganda when it's another country's propaganda, or a special interest group. China, Iran, even us, our own government, our own lobbyists, and our own organizations within the country do its own propaganda. So you got to differentiate between first noticing the propaganda, debunking the propaganda, and finding its source. Yeah, that... They can talk about the nail polish all they want. You know what? It's kind of funny because, again, we live in a free country that supposedly we can do whatever you want, but if you do something that they don't like, they get all butthurt about it. Oops. Dream, I think you can still hit message on my profile and let you send it here. They changed something with that to where now you don't have to be mutuals. I'm not 100% sure. So, but go ahead and send it. I'll try to track it down. Or if you want to do a video and tag me in it, I'll check it out. But yeah. Ooh, OT, PT. I probably need to start doing physical therapy from my back. Red, I turn 40 next month. So, yeah. Yeah, well, this is the only leather piece I really got. I got this leather piece. I guess that's the best way to show it. I picked that up from a local artist. That's just an Apple Watch. Mike Flynn, there is a long list of Mike Flynn comments that we could talk about. Sweet Beast, you never catch me live because I think this is the first time in like over 6 months that I've gone live. I'm just kind of bored. I figured I'd go live, see what's going on. No, AMF, I don't usually go live. That's why you haven't seen me live. It has been forever. J. Paul remembers some of my last lives. I just don't go live often. It's a lot of... My wife's health issues have gotten a little better. To where she is not needing as much. Thank you, Claxton. Appreciate it. She does still need some help, but now that she is now wife instead of girlfriend, she has health insurance, so we're able to get her more of her medicine, get her more of the treatments she needs. My wife has osteomyelitis. It's a chronic bone infection. That's what's wrong. Plus a few other autoimmune disorders, but the big one that she's dealing with is osteomyelitis. But now, definitely, since we've added in the wife part instead of the girlfriend, she does have health insurance, so that helps a lot, like an absolute lot. We got married in October. That, Poppy, appreciate the question. I never get upset about questions, but I'm not going to go too into much detail about what caused her health conditions and things like that. But, like, again, you can ask any questions, but unfortunately I'm just not going to go into too much detail about her health conditions. As she gets more comfortable, she may start making content, and then she may start talking about it more. I've actually, usually when I talk about my wife, I run it by her. So I have a very strong understanding of what she's comfortable with me talking about. Like if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see me tweet with her, tweet and tag her a lot in it. And I actually run everything by her just because, yeah, she's going to be okay. It's going to be, basically she's going to live, but she's going to be disabled. So she will be okay in a sense, but she can't work. And some days are better than others. Surprised Twitter is still working. Yeah, remarkably it is. They are still purging a ton of revenue because of lost advertisers. My Twitter username is Big Red Celt TT, like an extra 2 T's on the end of it, like Big Red Celt TikTok. You'll find me there. So, yes, we do need universal health care, and not just for people like my wife, but in general. I'm a disabled veteran. I get all my treatment at the VA free of charge. That don't understand how I literally can break a hip, have it replaced, and it's not going to cost me a dime. We can't just get Medicare for everyone. Thank you for the roses. I was in Army. I'm an Army veteran, then I went defense contractor, and then I went to DoD civilian. No, she's not able to get treatment at the VA. She's not a veteran, and I am not 100% or medically retired, so I don't get TRICARE for life. But my work does have health insurance, so she does get her treatment through civilian doctors and private doctors, but under my work's health insurance. Thank you, nurse. What do I do for work? I do counter-extremism for work. Happy birthday, Hazen. Did I say that right? Hazen? But happy birthday, little buddy. So what that means is I study violent extremism. I study counterterrorism. I study white supremacist organizations. I study neo-Nazis. And I basically teach people how to... Well, that's kind of pimp. Never got a cap before. And I teach on that and write briefs on that. So I study violent extremism by interviewing violent extremists. I private sector now. I did used to work for the government. I worked as a Department of Defense civilian for a while. I was military and contractor. Now I'm private sector. But as long as I have health insurance, she's good. So I never did NSA. I just did Department of Defense. The caps are really weird because of how they hit with the fleece cap. That's awesome. Like, because it just perfectly lines up with it. But no, I worked with a lot of people who were NSA. So. No, actually, my degree is in intelligence operations interrogation. A lot of organizations, especially three-letter agencies, are not interested in you having a degree in criminal justice. One of those, like the FBI, will teach you criminal justice. They don't want you to get a degree in criminal justice. They will let you. They will teach you that yourself. Ninja, the last time I was live was over 6 months ago. It's legit. So, Claxton, if I do, they're more than welcome to come in. I have a simple rule. I don't block anyone. My block list is 0. And I've never blocked anyone on TikTok. At this point, the thread is within it, isn't it? The far right? Yes, the thread is within themselves. Yep, J. Paul's a moderator too. J. Paul can handle anything that comes on within this. And if something gets out of hand, I trust J. Paul. Like if she needs to mute, whatever. Yep, I've still maintained my block list of 0. I figure if I'm going to do the type of videos that I do, then I shouldn't go around blocking people. For the simple fact that, what's up, working class? How you doing, my friend? So, Pepe the Frog TikTok accounts. That's actually a good one. And I'd like to talk about that because I do a lot of stuff on dog whistles. So, Pepe the Frog images. That is iffy. Because Pepe the Frog, obviously like most dog whistles, did not start off as a dog whistle. But it has been adopted by far-right organizations and groups. But at the same time, the Anti-Defamation League and excuse me, the Anti-Defamation League and the creator of Pepe have been trying to reclaim that back. So you have to look a little further than just spotting a Pepe and go, is that, a dog whistle? Is that a far-right account? So when you see Pepe, get cautious and start digging a little deeper. I mean, I'm anti-fascist, so I don't know what you want me to say about Antifa. I'm anti-fascist. My grandfather was anti-fascist when he fought in World War II. So was my grandmother. What's up, JD Con? How you doing? Thank you for the fire, brother. Or my friend. Thanks for the roses, Corey. Hey, Bradley. do realize there's 150 people in here talking. So no, just because you think that you can respond doesn't mean that I'm going to answer a question. There's a difference between dodging a question and realizing there's 150 to 200 people at this at any given time. So Southern Poverty Law Center is pretty good. I preferentially go to the Anti-Defamation League. For their database, they have a little further one. Poverty Law Center starts going more towards organizations versus symbols. So it depends on which one you're wanting to go for in your research. So. Yeah. Am I into metal? Yeah, I'm pretty into metal. I do like industrial and dark wave more than metal. What's in the jar? Water plus this little thing that I picked up in Aldi. This one is a pineapple strawberry flavoring. But yeah, water with a pineapple strawberry flavoring from Aldi that was pretty decent. It was like $2. Kind of like those Mio things. Yes, I have come across groups, not individual people that I was investigating, but groups that I was researching. Dude, Aldi is a lifesaver. Like me and my wife, we both have multiple kids. So granted, a lot of our kids are grown now, but altogether with our family, we have 6 kids. 2 of them are grown-ups. We're looking at another 2 becoming grown-ups this year. But Aldi has just been amazing. No, I don't want to buy 3 more kids. We're good. I'm getting down to all my kids being grown and being able to enjoy that next stage of life with them. Where do you feel the far right congregate the most? 4chan, Telegram, Discord? It honestly depends. Each one serves a different purpose for different groups, kind of like how the left uses them. So it depends on which group you're looking for, but in my studying of far right organizations, I do have to look and see, this one's operating on Telegram. Parler's still a thing, not so much. And it depends on which type of far right that you're talking about. Roger Stone's groups and all of them, they operate more. The QAnon groups operate more on Telegram. Even though it was birthed within 4chan, it now stays more within Telegram. Now, I don't go on the Truth Social much for the simple fact that if I want to see anything on Truth Social, chances are it's going to be tweeted. Somebody's going to screenshot it. Like, I don't have to follow Trump on Truth Social for the simple fact that somebody is going to screenshot it and tweet that all within, Twitter. So there's a few accounts that I've followed that literally just screenshot that. Telegram is scary for the simple fact that it's scary for the same reason why it's effective. Because again, it's kind of like Tor. Everyone thinks dark web is scary, but the main use of the dark web is circumventing fascist governments trying to lock down and censorship. That's the same with Telegram. It's just you have people on the dark web doing bad stuff that they shouldn't be doing on the dark web. Those same people are doing things on Telegram. But it's a useful tool for it to exist. So, Telegram is an encrypted chat system, Kindred. That is really what it is. You shouldn't trust it fully as encrypted because of the organizations that own it, which are Russian oligarchs who own it. But it is useful. It does help for a lot of like getting past like the Chinese government's censorship. People are able to use, VPNs with Telegram to get past that. Cyber, that's exactly what I use. I use Signal. In fact, a lot of me and my fellow TikTokers, that's what we communicate through is, we're texting each other through Signal. But yes, that is one of the reasons, Kiki, why there are so many Russians on Telegram is because that is where it started. So Iranians have been using, they've been having to use, the Iranian protests are very interesting because of how fast the Iranian government and the regime responds to what the Iranian protesters are doing. They've had to slowly adopt different types of communication methods. Telegram, Signal, Tor, VPNs. As soon as they get a VPN working and the regime finds out about it, they'll end up blocking access to that individual VPN. So they have used Telegram some. I'm not sure if they are still using Telegram to get information out. I'm kind of, for the Iranian protests, I'm getting my feed from a bunch of Iranian TikTokers. In fact, I need to do a video highlighting some of their accounts. But I'm kind of doing the hit reshare and repost on their videos. So I'm getting the information about the Iranian protests through that secondhand through them. So I'm not sure on their communication methods what they're still doing. Yeah, he's acting like we haven't heard the same talking points, that I haven't done thousands of videos talking about, oh, the cities have burned down, and debunking all that claim. If he has a problem with those talking points, he can scroll the thousands of videos I've already done answering those questions. That's why I've kind of ignored him. Because none of those questions are asked in good faith. So, but he can hang out and listen if he wants, but I'm no longer going to be answering any questions that he posts. I have not looked into that TikTok creator. TikTok is not real life. I haven't looked into that creator. I don't actually think I've seen that account. I don't do as much scrolling as I used to. A lot of my stuff I get sent to. So the technique, for everybody else, the technique he is using is called sea lioning, where they come into a chat, into a debate when someone else is talking and ask a bunch of rhetorical questions they don't actually want the answer to. And then when you ignore them, or you decide to actually answer them and let them know that you know what they're doing, they do the, I'm trying to have a nice discussion. I'm trying to, I'm just asking questions. But they're asking the same questions that, one, they don't want an answer to, or two, you've already answered. It comes from a web comment where somebody said something about sea lions, and a sea lion just popped up and started doing the whole, like, I'm just asking questions. What problem do you have with sea lions? So, yeah, one of those, if that comes up, the only way to really counter it, because no matter what you do, if you answer your question, then what they are going to do is, you can tell the difference between, the question is, what about autistic people that do that or similar? You can tell the difference between somebody who's sea lying and autistic. Very easy. Someone who's on the spectrum. Yes, I was a 35 mic. But the way to beat a sea lion is, one, if it's a comment style one where sea lion, I'll just comment the sea lion emoji. If it's anything else, just ignore it, for the simple fact that they, no matter how you respond to them, if you answer their question, then they're just going to continue to ask more questions or get defensive. The goal is to provoke an emotional outrage reaction so they can go well, I'm just asking questions, and then you're getting upset with it. So you just ignore them. So just let them go. So, I've answered a ton of your questions, Poppy, and I'm not going to answer anymore. You can continue to stay in and pump up my numbers if you'd like, but that's fine. I've actually answered your questions for the very beginning of it, but for some reason you feel entitled that you think that you deserve my time when there's 150 other people in here. So, cool. This freshman university got a 4.0. Awesome, Cyberduck. That's awesome that your son got a 4.0. Beast up. Hey, River, how are you doing today? Yeah, my nocturnal life. People like that are exhausting. So, I remember the ferret girl. I remember the ferret that she had. Yes, I remember that girl that she called herself. I can't remember her full name, but she called herself Ferret. Um, as soon as people started commenting and speaking to her in hostility and Russian, started speaking to her in Russian, she privated her account and never came back. Because, yeah, we pretty much figured out that she was at the height of. I don't know. Bill, are you asking to go live, or is TikTok telling me to ask you to go live with me? 35 Mike is the Army MOS code for a human intelligence collector. That's what I did while I was in the Army. I don't know if Bill was asking to go live with me. So, Bill, if you're in here, comment and let me know. Because if you want to hop in the box, that's fine. I'd love to go live with you, brother. Vax information comes from a lot of different places. The irony is the start of the anti-vax misinformation movement came from the United States. We mentioned it previously, Andrew Wakefield. So we are the fault for the vax information, the misinformation going around. Do I regret joining the Army? No. No, I don't. Because I am the person I am today, and I have the knowledge that I do now and the political viewpoint that I do now because I joined the Army. When are you going to do a collab with Bo of the Fifth Column? I don't know. We talked about doing a call and kind of like a little talk. I got to get with him. We talked about doing that very much. We talked about doing that before Christmas. So I don't know when we're going to do that. Christmas kind of got along, and we all got tied up with the holidays. So yeah, I'll probably message Bo sometime this week and ask when he wants to do that call, if he still wants to do it. We talk a lot. Like, if you, again, not a lot of people on Twitter. Me and Bo talk a lot on Twitter. That's our main way of communicating. We're mutuals on TikTok, but he doesn't talk as much. Bo and Bo's wife is mutuals with me and my wife on Twitter and on TikTok. He's blaming me, quote unquote, as a joke, and Road Rage and Pseudo Joe about a comment about Russian tanks in Turret Springs. So if you want to see that fun, go check him out there. But yeah, Bo is. I love Bo. Yeah, I think J. Paul. I think you singing to him was his last TikTok. He did come on TikTok for a little while. That's how he found me. I'd already knew him from following him on YouTube. He became mutuals with me. He came mutuals with, Bo with J. Paul. Yes, I am talking about Bo of the Fifth Column, Burnt Mom. He's actually been the one that's been pushing me to do more YouTube content. So if you are here and you're following me, be sure to check out my YouTube, please. Big Red Celt, same username on YouTube. Try to bump those numbers. I'm hoping to hit 10,000 on YouTube this week. I'm probably at 8.5 at the time of starting this. Might be slightly under that. So give me a check out. I usually don't talk about people passing away in a war zone. So probably not really going to talk much about Swift passing away in Ukraine. Just because it's a rough one, even if it's people I don't know passing away, especially in a war zone, because the amount of friends that I lost. So just, that's not one I usually talk about. Appreciate the question, though. No. There's never any offense for a question. I may not answer a question. So you guys are welcome. What's up, Deadpool? You guys are more than welcome to ask any question. I never take offense by it. I just may not answer it. That's a simple thing. You are free to ask me whatever question you would like. Thank you for the roses. That's awesome. Hold on. It's going to freak out for a second right as I try to check my battery. So, just checking the battery. What's up, Caroline? I'm probably going to have to plug in a charger, which means that I'm going to lose the nice mic. AMF, I would talk about doing it in a conference space. The main problem is a lot of conferences I know about are live, and I don't have the ability to travel right now with my wife's health and finances. The amount of money we spend on everything. So maybe like Zoom style lives, yeah, but face to face, which I did used to attend conferences, mostly as, a guest, not as a speaker. And I miss that. But J Paul, I gotta get the house a little better before you can come visit. So you and hubby have a space to come to like sleep when you come visit me and wife. So but hold on. If it does some weird stuff, I'm still, like I said, I haven't gone live for so long. I don't know all the commands anymore. Yeah, if you're doing virtual sessions, let me know. Traveling is not going to be a real way to be able to do it. I wish. I really want to be able to travel more. The wife really wants to. By the way, I don't use her name, so if you ever hear me say the wife, it's not diminutive. It's just I don't use her name. For her privacy. So, she wants to travel more, and she's now getting better to where she could start traveling. She still can't get vaxxed yet because of the surgeries and stuff like that. So eventually one day she'll be able to get vaxxed, and then we'll be able to travel. Kindred, I don't talk a lot about other countries' politics. I do have so I can talk about specific issues if I know about it. I will. But in general, just talking about other countries' politics, I usually try to amplify the voices of people from that country talking about those politics. Miranda, I do have a brother. He is engaged. My other brother that is not engaged he's 13, so that's a no-go. But my adult brother is engaged. My youngest brother is younger than all of my children. So I don't think that's going to work. I kind of know what you're hinting at. So. Do you find Canada's politics are affected by U.S. issues politics? Yes, actually, Canada's politics and ours, I think, are very closely linked more than people think they are. A lot more linked. Canada and the United States politics are a lot more linked than people think they are. How do I stay calm with ignorant people? I have been to war, and I have 6 children. So, yeah. That's how. And deep breathing. But, in reality, and what's funny is if you guys saw me, like, here's the thing with TikTok in these videos. It's a parasocial relationship. You see the part where I'm making the video. You don't see the part where I'm watching the video ranting and raving to Road Rage, to Bo, to J. Paul, to my wife about what I saw. And yeah. So like you don't see the part where I'm like screaming this. Okay, I need to calm down and go make a video. You see where I'm now breaking it down. Row 2 solid, are you a pagan? Yes, I'm a pagan. I am a Celtic druid. That is the religion that I practice. Yeah, BRC Unplugged. If you guys saw that. J. Paul has heard it in rants on phone calls. Some other people in this chat who've been on Zoom meetings with me, they've heard it where, yeah, it's just a... Drew, the hat and the mustache. I already have the mustache, brother. You had to get the hat on me. But people seeing the rant that comes before, or seeing the research for some videos. Some of my videos do, like, some of it I am pulling off the top of my head. I already know this. Thank you, Lady J. Especially when it's into white supremacy, stuff like that. But then when I'm debunking like a conspiracy theory, I know a lot of conspiracy theories through my work for anti and counter-extremism. I don't know all of them. I'll be the first to admit I don't know all of them. And you're a fake account, ride or die, lie or sorry. You're such a pretentious pseudo-intellectual. Cool, you're a fake account. Who cares? Let's see. But, I don't know all the conspiracy theories. So sometimes I have to, study them myself. This is actually kind of neat because every other time that I've gone live, in the past, 6 months ago, then I've never had trolls. Because, they just never came into my life. It's awesome. Yeah, this is J. Paul's first time ever muting someone. Do conspiracy theories continue to pop up? They do. But the thing about conspiracy theories, I did get that message, but I haven't had a chance to fully go through and dig into it. I saw the website and the video you sent. But conspiracy theories do pop up a lot. And they blend into each other, though, and they build off of each other. So if you trace back a conspiracy theory back to its origination, you're going to end up in anti-Semitism, because all conspiracy theories are based in anti-Semitism. So, but they add on to each other. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion are based off the blood libel conspiracy theory. And then that fuels into the adrenochrome conspiracy theory. Then that fuels into, QAnon and Pizzagate and things like that. So, yeah. So, but then when you start getting into the nuance, that I just said how they are pop up. Conspiracy theories, modern day conspiracy theories are based off blood libel and the cabal of elites controlling the world, which is based off the elders of the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, which is a Russian propaganda book that is just straight, you know. That was a low battery warning. Give me a second. Oh, and I got to plug this in. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Because I got, since it's an iPhone and the mic plugs into the charging port, you know. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I lose the good mic and I have to use the iPhone mic when I have to switch to a charging port. Okay. Hold on, you're gonna lose me for a second. All right, I should be back. Perfect. It's charging now. I got about 2 dots on this thing, so we'll see how long that lasts. That's the one thing I may have to get fixed on this iPhone. Is it's an iPhone SE, and the battery is already horrible. But it does good video. So, yes, going back. Conspiracy theories are based in the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, which is a book written in Russia. It is propaganda and is it is anti-Semitic. So, the Protocols of the Elders of Zion is a Russian book that states that basically Jewish people can't. It doesn't work on the SE. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion state that a cabal of Jewish elites control the world. Think about how every conspiracy theory is. Global elites controlling the world. Every conspiracy theory roots into that. So, welcome to how all conspiracy theories are anti-Semitic, because all of them go back to a global cabal. Cabal literally comes from the Jewish faith. That word. So, so. So it's a dog whistle. Milk and memes, I've talked about a lot of Nazi propaganda on TikTok in videos. You're going to have to narrow it down a little bit more. Would be able to talk a ton more about it. But you'd have to narrow it down. That's a very broad subject. Usually, yes. If they start using the cabal or the globalist, that's a dog whistle. What's up, Mac Attacks? So when they start suing that, yes. But because that's again referencing back to the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, which is what fuels that belief of the cabal. Ghost, I don't mind you folding laundry at all. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was my neck. Yay. Might need to get back into physical therapy for that. Yeah. Sometimes it's not so fabulous, though. My neck is mostly what makes that sound. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to mute. Yeah, once you start coming in and start doing the anti-Semitic conspiracy theory and trying to justify, like, talking about them and asking questions about them, yes, trying to justify that anti-Semitic conspiracy theories are actually legit, I'm just going to mute you. So, thank you, Sly. Appreciate the roses. That's awesome. Hold on, I've got to scroll down. My C4 through 7 are refused. Ooh. No, 7 Whitney, I don't actually block. I have a very strong rule. My block list stays 0. Everyone is entitled to watch my content. But in my live, I will mute you. My live is my space. It's for me to talk about what I want to talk about. I will mute you. But I'm not going to block anybody's account. I have not blocked a single account since I started TikTok. I'm going on 3 years. September will be 3 years. So, finger, heart. Nice. Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to block all you'd like for your own. Oh yeah, Ghost. Everyone. Obi even asks how I managed to do it, but the block list still is 0. I am very proud of that fact. And if you get muted on a live, cool. The longest I can mute you on a live is the entire live. Thanks for the fire, doggy. I can mute you for the live. Next live you come back in. Okay, you're unmuted. Cool. Yep, I don't block. The scammers, no. I'll report a few people trying to impersonate that. Actually, the irony is I don't get a lot of... I don't lose a lot of videos. Occasionally when TikTok's doing its thing, but when I'm losing videos, I've noticed that, like, due to mass reporting, when I lose videos, it's happening across TikTok. People are reporting, that back when people were saying they were posting a video, it was getting taken down, they'd appeal, they'd win the appeal, and then it would get lost again. That's when I was losing videos. But overall, during the regular times, there's been a few times I've lost videos since, like, you know what, I deserved losing that one. But a lot of times I don't lose videos. Mass reporting doesn't really hit me. If it does, I win the appeal. Yeah. So I've lucked out. Like, honestly, I don't get a lot of trolls. Occasionally I've got some in this live. And the funny thing is, they always come in, they say something about the nails. They, ask through the sea lion. But they never actually counter what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a lot of, which ketchup is garbage. This is like the first lives that I've ever had the trolls come in. It's ridiculous. Is that like Little Crown? I think Fairly Odd Parents. Yes, the Mustard Queen. I need to, actually, while I'm doing it, I need to do that, because I've seen your videos pop up in my feed 1,000 times, so I always forget that I've never actually hit follow on your account. I'm really bad for that, so thank you, Survive Resist. I do appreciate that. How's marriage life been treating you? Marriage life has been great. Granted, me and my wife, we were together many, many years before we got married. Like, we were boyfriend and girlfriend. It's not like a quick, like, the fiance period was very tiny, but the dating period was very long. Oh, thanks for the lollipops. Awesome. Um, Trolls are always going to be bad. Poppy, that's how we did. And congratulations on you and your wife getting married. I know I'm giving you crap about the questions, but for that, me and my wife, we did we did go to the courthouse. We are planning a later, much later, like 2025, big family wedding, but we did go to the courthouse for ours. Uh, Joyful one, thank you for the TikTok gift, the TikTok logo. Um, but yeah, we've been married. October is when we got married, so October, November, December. Um, yeah, like and originally when we got together, we were not going to get married. We were very adequate, adamant. See, I told you guys, I mess up words all the time. That's why the cuts. Um, Very adamant um, that we were not going to get married. But that kind of changed. I mean, part of it was we realized we've been together so long that, we were living as husband and wife. Poppy, thankfully, she's not in the hospital. Um, this is an outpatient treatment. It's just a very long treatment that she's going to be going through. She does have stints where she does go to the hospital, but the majority of time, it's like right now she's in another room watching TV right now, and I'm at home. So thankfully for that. We're planning the honeymoon after the big family one in 2025. And the only reason why we're doing 2025, and I know that seems really weird and like, why is it so far off? One, it gives us time to actually plan. And two, the day we got married this year, or 2022, this year still, I guess, you know what I mean? That's finally on a Saturday in 2025. So that's the only reason there. But we're going to do the honeymoon after that. But we're probably going to go to Ireland. Um, I did I've been to Ireland myself, but it's more been traveling through, like stop, have a layover. But and the great thing about Ireland is, like almost any other, we're probably not going to. Uh, is you can travel different countries. You don't have to just, you know, what's up, Octo Diver? Um, I know you said hi to me earlier, and I didn't get. Yeah, I need to stop hitting that J Paul's got the mute button all the time. Um, but yeah, and we think also the thing about her would be, by then, this is going to be a chronic condition. She's going to have this for her life, but she'll be further along in her treatment. She'll be able to enjoy it more. Things like that. Um, oh yeah, I got some good mods. Granted, I don't have a lot of mods because I don't really go. Hey, Drew, say something. Just say something in chat. I know you're still in here. I just need your name to pop. I just need your name to pop up. There. So, which groups are the most dangerous in the U.S. right now? To be honest, that's a very hard one because that changes. Um, and a lot of times you're going to hear. There's an else. But the groups that you're going to hear about are not necessarily the most dangerous ones. Like you hear about Proud Boys and Patriot Front. Um, to be honestly, the most dangerous group is going to be one you don't know about because that's going to be the same one that the intelligence agencies don't know the most about. Yeah. May, I think you're mod too, aren't you? If you're not, you're supposed to be. Boom. Now you're mod too. I think you might have already been a mod, May. um, so, is it almost 500K? It's awesome. Yeah, last I looked, I was like 30K shy of 500. May, you can just, May Apple, you can just hang out. Even though you're mod, hand the phone over to Road Rage. Yeah, the quiet ones that are actually planning and not the loud ones looking for attention. Those, when you talk about extremist organization, those are going to be the most dangerous one. Are you open to DMs about topics I cover? I am, but I do warn you, I get so many DMs, so many tags that I may not respond to all of them. Honestly, I'm kind of at the point where I'm getting across all platforms anywhere between 100 and 500 tags or messages a day. I will never be able to respond to everyone. So if you message me, if you tag me in something and you don't hear it, if you don't get a response, I'm not ignoring you. I just may not have been able to get to you, and I do have to triage. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I get emails. It's ridiculous, but at the same time, I know it's people asking for help. And it's not ridiculous that they're messaging me or asking me. It's ridiculous that that's how much crap is going on. Oh yeah, this chair is a piece of crap. The chair actually kind of tilts a little bit, so if I sit normal, this is me sitting in the chair without adjusting. No, it's not even WD-40. The chair's broken. But this is my TikTok chair. I come down, I film, and then I get out of the chair. This is the longest I've sat in the chair in a while. So that's no amount of WD-40 is going to fix that. Yeah, duct tape will keep it so that it doesn't fall and throw my butt into the floor. I like that chair and broken. Same hot thought pocket. Same. It does. Fenley the Frost asked, does the amount of DMs you see ever make you sad? It does, because the most of the DMs I get are people asking for help. And I can't help every one of them. It's not physically possible for me to spend that amount of time helping every single person who asks for it. It's just, I'm one dude. I don't have a team that manages my TikTok. I have my moderators for my live, but like, I'm the one making videos. I'm posting videos. I'm answering all the emails. I'm answering the messages. Yeah, I can name multiple. There's an entire playlist of them. Can you name a single person you've actually helped? There's an entire playlist on my TikTok of people I've actually helped. Yes, Scotty sends me bad food videos. It's ridiculous the amount of videos that he sends me. That's people like cooking the most weird things. Yeah. I can't. Scotty, there's something wrong with Scotty's FYP. That's fine. I think every time they come out and they come back in, it unmutes them, but that's fine. But yeah, there's something with the amount of videos that Scotty sends me. There is something wrong with Scotty's FYP because it's all like bad cooking or bad joke videos, like the most dad jokes ever. Oh, same pick, different username. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys do love like the videos. Kevin, I film in the void. I film in a little pocket dimension that nothing else exists in except my videos. That's why it's always so dark. The space between time. My FYP is boomers getting bullied by 15-year-olds. It's not a bad FYP either. It's not a bad FYP. Did you know that bananas are berries? Yes, I did. And did you see? Have you seen what bananas were before? You know, humans selectively bred them. Holy, like that! It's like the amount of seeds and how tiny bananas were, how they were pretty much inedible. That's whew. My FYP is art and Family Guy clips somehow. I get the Family Guy, the Rick and Morty, with this like the Subway Surfer or whatever thing underneath it, and it's really interesting because like my kids will watch Family Guy. My 16-year-old, they watch Family Guy in 1 minute clips. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how we got to the point where the way of pirating a TV show is to watch it in 1 minute clips on TikTok. But that's what it is. I have so much trouble reading these lives. Yeah, it's actually really hard to keep up with the lives, the chats. That's why I miss a lot of comments. So much just pops up. Hey, Super Sandwich, how you doing? You've never seen them? You've never seen Summer, Leah? You've never seen the Family Guy or Rick and Morty, where it's literally like Family Guy is up here, and then there's some dude playing like a cell phone game down here, and it's like a 1 minute clip. If you go to that profile, there's going to be 30 clips of that episode of Family Guy doing the entire episode. At least there's not viruses like LimeWire. The amount of computers that LimeWire killed is ridiculous. Yeah, the amount of Summer, be lucky because once you see them, you are now on that FYP, and like every 10th video is going to be somebody watching like Family Guy while playing Subway Surfer. Just yeah, that's the amount. Like once they started popping up, they don't go away. So you've never seen them perfect. If you see one, maybe scroll right away so the algorithm doesn't think you want to be on there. Mustard Queen, I have still not gotten off Subway Surfer talk. I cannot. I can't get off of it. Like I'm stuck on it. It's ridiculous. Kazaa. Oh, I forgot about Kazaa and Morpheus. See you, May Apple. Love you. Toll Road Rage. Love them too. Tell wifey Nikki said hi. I will. Yeah, the FYP is like the video version of a chat room. Um, I have tried that not interested button, and it does not work for me. I cannot get, like, yeah, I cannot get the not interested button to work at all. I'll not interested a button and I'll get like 20 more of them. So I've given up on using the not interested button because, like, I don't want to see the Subway Surfer ones. Because it's kind of stupid. Like, in the fact that, yeah, I can almost guarantee half of those Subway Surfer videos um, are, they're in the creator fund probably. You're welcome, Nikki or Kiki. See, I don't get the Joe Rogan Alpha Brain ads. I don't get the Alex Jones Alpha Brain ads, thankfully. I think they learned better than that. Yeah. Oh God, are you guys turning my live chat into an AOL chat room now? Oh, that's... So, I get the Jordan Peterson videos popping up, and I think that's mostly because of what I talk about in my videos, that I end up getting the Jordan Peterson videos to pop up. So I do get those. Um, so yeah. All right, guys. Well, you know, it's been fun, but I don't really go live that often. I did enjoy it, but I think I'm going to go spend some time with wifey. So I appreciate all of you. I'll try to go live a little more often. It's not going to be every day, though. But hope y'all have a good one. Love y'all. Keep watching the videos. And if you can, if you're on YouTube, please do subscribe to me on YouTube. Trying to grow that up. Hoping to see if I can hit 10K on YouTube this week. I was at like 8.4 when I signed on. So if you have a YouTube account, I really appreciate it. Big Red Celt on YouTube. Love you guys. Bye.